Alright guys, so if you remember from another video that I did prior to this, I removed the seat cushions from the molding of the seat, and I showed you how to do that as a fairly simple process if you keep a couple of things in mind. Now we're going to remove the molding or the actual seat from the chassis itself, and the reason why we're doing this is because I'm going to refurbish this molding and I'm going to rip out the carpeting in here as part of the restoration process of the interior. I also want to go ahead and clean a lot of these things up and kind of re-grease everything back and get it pretty much up and running and looking decent. Also, got to tell you, the interior of this it just smells terrible. It's been 20 years. I know the guy that I bought this off of, or my neighbor that had it in the garage, basically just really did not take care of it, and I'm bringing some TLC to this car because it really needs it. So you'll see I'm going to vacuum, I'm going to clean all this up. There's I don't know what is going on in here, but there's a lot going on in there. One of the things you're going to keep in mind is that to remove this is for retaining bolt here to the actual seat chassis, and it is using a 13 millimeter. So I'm going to go ahead and start, okay, and I'll catch up with you in just a second. Now that we've removed these 4 screws, you're going to see how easy this comes out, okay? And that's pretty much it. All right, easy peasy. Now, if you've got the sport seat options, you're going to have a couple of other harnesses and things that you're going to need to deal with. But overall, it's pretty easy. Now I've got access to this. I've got access to the rails themselves. So I can pop these out so I can replace the carpeting in here, okay? As you can see, pretty shoddy stuff. You've got access here to the motor as well and everything else that you'd want to do. So now that I've removed the 4 bolts that were on here, I've got access now to be able to remove the frame or the actual seat railing. One of the things you're going to want to do is remember to disconnect the power harness, and there's also a small support plastic bracket to the motor. Okay, once you have that, we pop this out, we get this out, and if you need to do any work to it, then you can go ahead and access it. Also, take the opportunity right now that you've got this out, and if you're going to redo the carpeting, you know, clean a couple things up, you can take off the center console, paint that, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing in these subsequent videos. As you can see, it's much needed. Previous owner, just a complete mess. I mean, there's like 8 pens in there. I mean, who hasn't lost a pen? But come on, 8? All right, so let's get to it and subscribe, follow this channel, and you're gonna see how we turn this rubbish kind of an interior into a pretty nice thing. Good luck. See you soon.